Welcome back to my channel, and of course if this is your first time here, then welcome to you. I wanted to start off today's video with just saying that I am thinking of everyone that is involved in the situation over with Ukraine. I don't have a lot to say because I don't know everything, and I don't try to know everything. I will list Bethenny Frankel's charity below, BStrong. I know they are doing a lot of work over there. It looks like a lot of good work with helping refugees, and that's, I mean, I can pray that God comes in and creates a solution. And of course you can donate, and that's the only way I know that we can really help. Of course, if you could volunteer to go over there, I think that would be, I mean, I can't imagine. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to keep harping it up because I know you're seeing it everywhere, but I don't want you to think I'm not thinking about it, because I am. All right. So today's video is about this Neutrogena Sensitive Skin Serum, or Sensitive Skin Serum Foundation. This is what the bottle looks like. I have the color light medium 03. I think it comes like 1, 2, and 3, and then it goes to medium. The color selection is not the best, but then again, it's a drugstore. You know, I think L'Oreal and CoverGirl, maybe e.l.f., I'm not sure, Maybelline, they do pretty good with colors at the drugstore, but other than that, I'm not sure about, you know, the brands. So, and I don't want to speak for someone else either. They may not make enough colors in those, or the right colors. I think a lot of times these brands, they don't get it. They don't really get real women in there testing their, maybe they do. I need to shut up. Okay, we're going to use this primer that I received in my BoxyCharm. This is the Yensa Color Plus Face Tone Up Primer. I'm going to use my dupe for the IT Cosmetics brush. Of course, all this will be listed below of where you can purchase. Some will be affiliate links and some won't. I'm not going to determine. It's hard for me. It takes me an hour usually to put those links in there. So if I had more time, I would list the links that weren't affiliates, so that way you could choose. But since I film every day, I don't have a lot of time. So if you want to use my link, that's great. I appreciate it, but I also understand if you don't want to use it. I know we get tired of all that, but it is a way for me to earn a little extra income to put into the channel. Trust me, I'm not getting rich. So we'll move on from that. Okay, this primer is skin-like. I am seeing it blur somewhat, but not totally. Of course, I don't think this would work on everybody's skin, but I think it works on mine fairly well. Now, I do have some blemishes or places that are purging from Retin-A. I have upped my Retin-A usage, so you are going to see some right here. And always right in here in my crevices is always something. And I did have some over here, but they've kind of settled down. So that's all we're going to do with that. Now, you could go with just this if this is what you wanted to do. Put on some powder. Or if you didn't want to put on powder, then don't put on powder. But it wouldn't last on me without powder. I can tell you that right now. Okay. Of course, you know, I always shake it up. Shake it up. And of course, this has the dropper. And I'm going to just, see, there's a bubble in it. Bubble. There it went. Of course, I can't never get enough out with this, so it's kind of stupid for me to even try. So I'm laying the dropper down, and I'm going to pour some out on my hand. Yep, that's how much I want. Now, I'm going to use the brush today, just so you'll see. I do have a sponge, but I didn't bring it up here. Of course, this is that dupe for the BK Beauty brush that I was talking about. This will be listed below too. It's like $5.99, something like that. Worth every penny. And I did wash it some. I didn't wash it completely, but I did wash it some. So, as you'll see, there's not much coverage on it. Not much at all. When it says it's a serum foundation, that's exactly what it is. It's a serum with a little bit of pigment in there. Not much, but just slightly some. And it definitely is not for me. I mean, it's not even doing nothing with that place right there. Nope, not doing anything. Now, I have already applied some eyes, and I didn't see this is smeared. And I'll show you what I've done with my eyes in a minute. I just didn't want to make this so long. And of course, I'm going to keep talking where it'll be longer. I need to start going faster. I'm going to put on just somewhat a little more. And I'm just going to dip it in the brush to make it easier. I can tell you right now, I would go through this foundation in no time. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that just sit there for a minute, and then I'm going to go back. I'm going to wipe this brush off slightly, and then I'm going to go back. Okay, I'm back. And then we're just going to pounce. We're going to pounce. Now, I can tell you, I'm not going to use this foundation as much as I did that number 7, because I like the number 7 so much better. But then again, I mean, me, personally, because there was more coverage with the number 7. The reason I don't like this one is because there's just not enough coverage. I'm having to play with it too much. All right, I'm going to take this Bear With Me concealer, trying to keep it drugstore. I was going to use my Lancome, but let's stick to drugstore for a minute. Well, that's probably too much, but whatever. Whatever. You know me, I'll just go with it. That bottle, you get too much out, is what happens. That is what happens. You get too much out. I mean, I'm glad it's got a pump, but it needs to have a better pump. I know, all I do is complain. I don't mean to complain. All right, we're going to stop for a minute. Just let it sit. Let it sit. Okay, we used the base of my Making Mobs palette. This color and this color on my eyes. And then I took this Cookies and Dream palette from e.l.f. I ordered this from Walmart.com because my store didn't have it. It came to this morning. So we're going to take that, and I've already used some in the center of my eye, but it didn't last too well. So let's take it again. I'm taking this color here. There's no name. There's no name on the back that I can see. So we're going to take it again right here. Now, I did swatch these on my hand, and they're awful. The swatches are terrible. Don't judge this palette by the way it swatches, because it doesn't swatch well at all. And I can tell you that if you bought it because of that, because of the way it swatched, nobody would buy it. I mean, I guess that's what I need to say. Nobody would buy it. Okay, I'm taking these two colors here, and I'm just going to kind of run them right here. Run them right here. Kind of looking like it's giving me a little wing. Now that is supposed to be, I think, a dark navy blue, but it looks black to me. But then again, as you know, I don't see black and navy well, unless I see them up against each other. They all look black to me until I get them on my eye, until I get it, you know, on my eyes, or when I'm looking at clothes, I have to put them side by side to know the difference. And I may not be, I mean, there may be a lot of people that way. I don't know, but I know I'm that way. All right, we're gonna have to do some blending. So that's one of my Jeffree Star brushes. Now we're going to take this Real Techniques. I don't know I don't know if you can buy it separately or not. I don't know. I am no brush expert. I don't have any expensive, well, I mean, I've got those BK Beauty brushes from Angie, and then those blinged brushes, and I mean, they are good brushes, don't get me wrong, but I get them misplaced. And I mean, here's a Hot and Flashy brush. I get them, I don't know, and then I just go to the ones that I know. I go back to the ones I know, and usually that's these that I've got in my hand. And of course, that one goes in the floor. All right, we're going to take just a slight bit of this Maybelline Age Rewind and put it here. Everything's falling in the floor. There went my sponge. Okay, that we're going to take the other end of that dupe. Dupe. I need to work on my teeth. I need to work on my teeth. I was doing so good for a while using the bright, but then I got lazy. This is a Estee Lauder brow pencil that I've had forever. It's old. I assume they still make it, but it seems to have lasted forever. I'm gonna have to fix this here because it's gonna smear if I don't put some powder down there. So we're gonna get some powder here. Here's the Beauty Bakery flour powder. I have it in oat. It looks almost like the banana, but it's oat. And if I don't do this, it's going to smear. That blue is going to smear. Oh, that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. And I don't know what is there. All right. I'm going to cut you off a minute and I'll be back because this video is going to be too long. All right, I'm back. Now I'm taking my Seint. And I'm taking this one in Ash. This one here is Ash. And I'm using it to warm up my skin slightly. No contour. I don't contour. I just warm up my skin. All right, and then we're going to take, no, we're not going to take a Seint blush. We're going to take this Milani blush, this Milani Rosewood. Cheek Kiss and 110 Nude Kiss. I thought I'd say it was Rosewood. It's Nude Kiss. I don't know where they get that it's nude, but whatever. Just going to dot it. Take my sponge. Same thing here. Now this is a great green blush if you don't want to buy Seint. You know I'm a Seint artist, but I don't really promote it because I don't want to be accused of being a boss babe, hun. You know I have it if you want to use it. You know I like it if you know, if you want to use it. That's the way I look at it. But I just want to be me, and I mean I like all makeup, not just Seint. So I'm not going to be one of those. I'm not going to lie and say it's the only makeup I use. And I'm not saying anybody lies when they say that. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that I'm saying that I know it would not ever be the only makeup I would use. Even if I was on a really, really strict budget, I can assure you I'd still probably I'd go to flea markets or somewhere to try to find me some other makeup. Because I will always, until I'm no longer here on this earth, try different makeup. Especially foundations and concealers and skincare. I will never stick to just one. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever. Okay, as you can see, that blush is there, I know. But for me, I don't think I can see it as well as I hope. So I'm going to take my favorite blush of all time. Boy, that powder's in the air. This is the Happy Booster from Physicians Formula. And I'm just going to take this bling brush. There might be a number on it, but I can't see it. I don't think there is. Anyway, this is from the Allie Dawson collab with bling brushes. And I'm just going to, and this is what I've been using this about all week. I know I listed it down below some, but I may have forgot a couple of days. But this blush, I know a lot of people like Milani, and I do love Milani, Luminoso, or Coralina, any of those. But this one for me is my favorite, and a little goes a long way. I've had this one for I don't know how long. I probably need a new one, because somebody probably say this one has expired, but it still works for me. And I love it, love it, love it, love it. I was gonna film my favorites today, but I forgot my script. I made me a script up, typed it up at work, forgot to bring it home. So, and now I forgot what I was gonna say. So that's why I'm not gonna do it without my script. So I'll do it tomorrow night. This is an IT Cosmetics brush, just so you know. This is the real thing. And this one is probably, they might have one similar to it on Amazon. If I can find one, I'll list it below. But this one is outrageously expensive. I don't think I bought it though, full price. I think I got it at a flea market. If I remember correctly, this came from Hillsful one year. And see, Hillsful gets a lot of, some of those vendors get a lot of the overstocks from QVC. I'm pretty sure that's where this come from. It come off of QVC, and I bought it there. And if it's what I'm thinking, I paid $10 for it, $10 or $12. I think it's like 50 or 60 online, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. All right, we're gonna put on some kind of lipstick here. What we got here? Oh, I know what I'm gonna put on. No, I don't want that one. I had another one that I wanted, but I don't see it. What did I do with it? I'll forget it. Forget it. Okay, this is this Party On, Party Girl, whatever it is, from Kylie. Now, I don't have it in the new formula. Somebody said it wasn't the same color. But I like this color. I love it in the summer. When you're next to a tan, if you put on a lot of bronzer, because you know I don't tan my face, then I love it. Love it, love it, love it. There's the one I was going to use. Oh well. And then we're going to take, this is Lisa's and Christian Audette. This is the old lipstick, Summer Nights. Now, I don't think this is still available. I don't know. You might can find it somewhere else. I'll look and see. But I'm going to tone it down just slightly with that lipstick. Just slightly. And you may could use the new one. I don't know. I don't have it over here. So I don't know. I don't know. All right. Let's take our hair down out of this headband and see what it looks like. Because I did take the curling iron to it just slightly. The wand, the curling wand. Well, not too bad, I don't guess. I don't guess. All right, this is the look with using that foundation. I don't know what I've done with it. It's probably on the floor. I probably dropped it. Here it is. Okay, using this foundation. Now, I'll probably try it one more day, maybe with a different primer. But now, for me, I know this is going to have a primer. I didn't wear a primer yesterday, and it didn't last. Even when I put the powder on. I mean, it was okay, but I could never wear this without powder. It would never last on my skin without powder. And I know a lot of you don't wear powder, and you have dry skin, so it may work for you. But for me, this is too moisturizing. Just not enough coverage for what I want in a foundation. So I'm going to say it's a no-go for me, but you may like it. I can see some of you liking that, but it's not for me. I did enjoy using the Cookies and Dreams palette. It's not a palette that I could do on my own. I would have to have something with it, like the Making Mauves or whatever your go-to palette is you might need. This is my go-to. This is what I think is my holy grail eyeshadow palette. I figure that ColourPop will quit making it one day. So if I had to say there was another one, it would be, of course, Naked 3. I don't have the Naked 3 Mini because I use this. Now, if this wasn't available, I might buy the Naked 3 Mini. But this one, I mean, it's my colors. And I know a lot of you have bought this because of me, and I'm glad that you enjoy it. You know, if you like cool tones, this is cool tone pinks. This is the one. It doesn't irritate my eyes like a lot of pinks will, but I think it's normally more the fuchsias, and the ones that are not cool tone, they're more warm, are the ones that upset my eyelids. The cool tones don't do it. All right, I'm going to shut up. I appreciate you watching. Hope you all have had a great weekend, and I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.